Hello, everybody. Welcome back to File91e's playthrough news and playthroughs. I back again this week. Got some more Disney news for you. Some that I think you've heard. And let me pause this real quick when we get in here because I believe we're still in the Aurora. Yes, we are still in the Aurora. So before I get back into this, I'm actually going to give you some Disney news that I think some of you actually may have heard this bit of it. But because it's been a lot of places. As far as me this week, I really haven't done much, but I will get into some things that I do plan on doing in the future while I'm playing Subnautica. So if you want to listen to what I am planning on getting into as far as making other videos about even other theme parks, going to Hershey Park, going to different Six Flags parks, Busch Gardens, things of that nature. I'm very into roller coasters and amusement parks in general. So I do have some stuff going down with that. If you guys want to listen, just listen to as I play in Subnautica. But before that, let's get right to the news. Okay. Some new rules are going to be implemented in all of the Disney parks. Beginning May 1st, smoking areas will no longer be present inside Walt Disney World or Disneyland theme parks, water parks, ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex, or Downtown Disney in California. Designated smoking areas will be available outside of the entrances to areas listed above and at Disney Springs in Florida. For those guests who have room or dining reservations, smoking areas will also be available at Disney Resort hotels. Also beginning May 1st, Walt Disney World will be enforcing stroller size restrictions to keep them within a reasonable size for navigating through the parks. New regulations will require them to be no larger than 31 inches wide and 52 inches long. Popular strollers such as the Bob Revolution, including the dually double wide version, they usually fit within these size guidelines, so you're okay with that. Now, wagons are already banned, but beginning May 1st, stroller wagons such as the Keens will no longer be permitted. So that's a big thing that they're doing with that, and I can understand. It gets really cramped in there, and these people are just shoveling their way through and using the stroller as kind of like a plow to move people by. It really is good that they're kind of getting into this with that. And finally, on March 28th, loose or dry ice is no longer permitted in the Walt Disney World theme parks. As an alternative, Disney suggests using reusable ice packs, and complimentary cups of ice are also available at food and beverage locations inside the parks if needed. Yeah, you can get free water and free ice at any Disney place. It's all complimentary. I didn't know that this was a thing, but I guess people are just bringing lunches in, and then they would just dump the ice and maybe even the bags of ice and just leaving, for the Disney people to clean up, which is kind of stupid. I mean, I know you're in Disney World and everything's catered to you down there, but you still have to act like a human being. So the fact that this is, something, the fact that we have to have these rules shows you just how, selfish people can be. So it's just, it's stupid that they have to make rules like this. Even the thing with the whole, selfie stick thing, that's dumb too. Also, with the smoking, that involves vaping too. So none of it, no exhaling of smoke will be allowed into any Disney park. So yeah. Moving on, Disney has announced the all-new cinematic nighttime experience, A Wonderful World of Animation, will officially debut at Disney's Hollywood Studios on May 1st as part of the park's 30th anniversary celebration. The show will use state-of-the-art projection technology to take guests on a magical journey through more than 90 years of Disney animation, all beginning with Mickey himself. The new show will replace the existing Disney Movie Magic projection show. A fifth dining location will be added to Epcot's France Pavilion as part of the expansion that will also include Remy's Ratatouille adventure. The new Crêperie, it's a place that makes crepes, will feature the cuisine of Chef Jerome Bocuse, who also runs the pavilion's Chefs de France Brasserie and Monsieur Paul. I don't know what that means. That's a lot of French words. I'm not good with French, so I'll let you guys kind of wing it. It's on www.magic.com. With a menu inspired by the Brittany region of France, the new location will offer table service dining as well as a quick service stop for savory crepes called galettes and sweet crepes. Current estimates put the France Pavilion expanding at a spring 2020 opening, although Disney is yet to announce an opening date. I don't know what I was writing there, but yeah. So yeah, they're saying that everything should be done around spring 2020. So we'll see what happens. The hexagonal Walk Around the World bricks at the entrance to the Magic Kingdom and Ticket and Transportation Center will soon be retired and removed. These personalized bricks were sold in the 1990s and were originally committed to be on display until around 2011, so they kind of kept them for a little bit longer. The Walk Around the World program allowed guests to leave messages etched into sponsored bricks, which were then laid into the walkway. Guests who purchased a brick will be able to buy a souvenir version of their brick through to August 31st, although the original brick will not be available for purchase. The removal of the bricks comes at a time when Disney is reworking the arrival experiences at all 4 theme parks to improve guest experience with the security checkpoints and tram stations. I've been mentioning that in the last couple of weeks, so it's good that they're actually messing with all this stuff, because the entryway into the parks really does set the tone and is what really adds a special flavor to the Disney parks. Most people might not even know it, but it's there, and if it's not there, people will know. People will recognize it. And finally, Mickey Mouse made a surprise on-court appearance at a recent Orlando Magic game to announce that the NBA experience at Disney Springs will open August 12th. In collaboration with the NBA, Disney is developing the NBA experience as a one-of-a-kind environment packed with 13 interactive elements and hands-on activities across 44,000 square feet and 2 floors. Elements of the new experience are a slam dunk challenge, a shooting basketball skill test. You can actually measure up against actual players in like jumping competitions and whatnot. Obviously they're not there, but they will say, hey, Steph Curry can jump this tall, that sort of thing. And much more. So for those wondering, that this space is in the space formerly occupied by Disney Quest. So I had actually mentioned it a couple years ago, and it's actually nice to see that they're actually opening it. I'm not a big fan of basketball. It's just not my game. I do respect all the players, though, and I do respect that it's a huge sport. And so if you're a big fan of basketball, especially the NBA, this might be the experience for you. So yeah, that's the news this week. Let's get right into the game. And again, I will be talking about some upcoming projects and things that I plan on doing. And I think it will actually benefit this channel, because if you're a fan of theme parks like I am, this might be interesting. So pay attention, okay? We're going to go back to the game. Alright, now let me just give you an update of what I remember. I think we fixed this room, and we got a radio thing right now. We fixed this room, and now we got to, I think, work our way back, and there are other areas to explore in this little region. And did I cut through this door? I think I did, but there is actually one other place I can go. I went into that bay. There we go. Alright. See if there's anything in here I can get. No. Alright. Now, this is another one of the other entrances into the Aurora that you can go to. Let's get that abandoned PDA. One of these sessions, I'm just going to have a PDA reading session. It's going to be the most boring episode ever, but, we got to start doing that, because the PDA offers a lot of great story, although I'm technically telling you the story as we play. So let's see right here what we got. Water. Anything else? Anything else up here? No, nothing. No. Okay, anyway, so I mentioned that, just a couple of seconds ago that I'm planning on doing some things. I'm actually going to go over to my friend Bob's house tonight. We're going to record some things. Look, I love amusement parks, like all amusement parks. It's just what I like. Some people don't like amusement parks. I like all amusement parks. I just like to look at them and see what, people do with them and whatnot. And let's see. Let's open the door. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the other way in. And so I haven't ever really been able to go to other amusement parks because, well, I've been a big, heavy guy. And now I'm not trying to fat shame or anything like that, but when you're a bigger person, you can't get into things.
Aurora systems are running on local reserve power. Unable to remotely download black box data.
I'll get it. Grab our thing right there. Make a way, the only way we know how. Go over there. Okay, and so I haven't really been able to go to, places like that and enjoy it. And enjoy them in these things. So,
integrating new PDA data.
What I plan on doing, since I'm losing all this weight, is I do plan on actually going to other amusement parks, theme parks, whatever you think, local carnivals, that sort of thing. Because again, they all have their own charm, and I do plan on reviewing some of the attractions there. And so I think people have been wanting to ask me, hey, can you go to other theme parks and review them? I really held off doing that because, again, I was too big and I couldn't get on all these rides. But I'm going to take it even a step further. What is that?
Integrating new PDA data.
Cargo bay code, all this stuff. That's good. In these PDAs, there are can I jump up on there, please? Anyway, I can't. So I'll finally be able to go and do that. Let's grab this.
Blueprint acquired.
It's the black box data right there.
Integrating new PDA data.
There are places that I want to see and go back to, and the actual kind of new thing I'm thinking about is what's in my inventory. I might actually have to use some of this water. The new thing that I'm thinking of trying to do... Sorry, I keep getting distracted. One of the new things that I want to do is, because I am a heavy guy right now, I want to take my measurements and I want to, let's say, measure my way going in and out of these rides. So I plan on going to Hershey Park soon, mainly because my job is doing a thing where you get in for half price on May the 4th. So I will be at Hershey Park on May the 4th. I want to do that, and then I also would like to, again, take all my measurements. I want to take the measurements of my friends as well, if they'll let me. And see what rides I can and can't get on. And then that'll give me, again, further motivation, even though I've already had this stomach surgery, and I'm going to kind of be alright anyway. I'll get the stomach surgery, I got the stomach surgery, and I'll be able to go back later and, check out some other things. So that's what I plan on doing. And, just kind of showing what I can do with the size that I currently am, and showing other people that if you know, because there really isn't a good, like, you know, kind of resource for bigger people, you know, saying, hey, you, if you're this size, can fit on this. If you're this size, you can fit on that. So I really want to kind of help that, because I never had that going in, and I figure as I'm big now and I'll be smaller later, I'll be able to tell people who are kind of my size, or maybe even bigger or smaller, saying, hey, you might want to think about how, you know, if you can get on this or not.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Because this can be a situation for you. So yeah, so Hershey Park probably will wind up being the first one that I do. In addition to actually just doing the size thing, I also want to give some history of these parks that I go to, because some of the parks are historical, actually, you know, and I do plan on, like I said, doing amusement parks and carnivals and whatnot, and I'll explain in a video or two kind of why I'm doing this, and what the difference I think an amusement park and a carnival is, and well, that should be a cool thing, or at least I think so. So tell me what you think, and what you would like to actually hear from me based on all that stuff. You know, it's like, hey, what
New blueprint acquired.
you know, like, I would like for you to talk about this, or you should stop by here, or you should stop by there, which I plan on doing anyway. So, I don't know. That's what I'm planning on doing. So if people are into that, then they're into that. If they're not, then that's okay.
Acquired.
Got that new thing. Oop, gotta get my Keep Calm poster.
Integrating new PDA data.
So, with me rambling on about all that, that's well, that's what we've been doing in the game so far. Again, I told you I'm just going through the Aurora and just trying to see what I can see. This is the supply room. You can get a bunch of water and stuff like that. I'll stop by here on the way out. Canteen. Anything over here? This is like where you can get beds and stuff like that. You just scan everything and hope for the best. I have some pretty... alright, I should be alright. This is a nutrient block. I like to get the nutrient blocks from here as much as I can. Jeez Louise. What the hell is I getting stuck on? Good lord. Hitbox.
Integrating new PDA data.
Oh, hello. Come over here to cabin 6. What's in here? Water? More like boiled water at this point with all that fire. You're going to see these bags, these carry-alls. You basically get, you know, some extra things or extra places to hold stuff, which really isn't worth it. So I don't ever pick them up. There's nothing in them anyway. Anything? No, I don't want any of those. I don't need any of that. So yeah, tell me what you think about that. I'm actually kind of excited to learn about all of this. Jeez, there's something in there? Yeah, there probably is in there. That's a water, PDA, battery. It's so much stuff.
PDA data.
The game does tend to glitch a little bit, so you do have to kind of be wary of that. But I'm sure to all gamers out there, it's a they understand that whole ordeal. Still got some stuff. We ought to drink some of the water soon. But again, like I was saying, the nutrient blocks. I like to take the nutrient blocks. Cabin 1. I think we have a code for that, and that's the captain's quarters. Yeah, I think we had a code for that in the thing. Was it this one? Sweet offer. Cabin code 1869. Okay, 1869. The prawn suit is actually very nice. It's kind of neat. So you get a toy. You can put that, you know, it's just decoration. That's fun. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to see if what all I can I want to drop that. What all I can get on and can't get on, and then going back, you know, what is it, double bed? And because you know, I know there's things I can get on and I can't get on now. I know that, but it is what it is.
Integrating new PDA data.
Now, what's funny is you don't actually get that the code to the captain's quarters until later in the game. You get it from one of the like I'm not sure if it's this one or one of the life pod missions in one of their PDAs. So you would actually have to come back. I just happen to remember it. So because you get this rocket blueprint, and spoiler alert, that's how you get off the rocket. You get off this giant thing. If you can, if you make it out, but yes, we will make it out. You also saw that thing that said time capsule. You actually can, after you beat the game, you can make a time capsule for people, and it'll launch and randomly spawn in somewhere in Subnautica somewhere, and you never know when you will find one, and usually it's filled with something interesting or cool. Are we full? No, we're not full. Alright, I'll drink another water. So I'm trying to get this water up here, but apparently I have no room. So, can I get rid of something? Do I not need something? Do I need the blue cap? I don't need the blue cap. I don't care. But I could use that. Anyway. Alright, I think I'm full up here, and it's time for me to get out of the Aurora. I got my prawn suits, I got all the data stuff that I'll need. So I think we're going to head back to the base, and then we might end it there. And we'll do some other exploring later. So I want to not go through there. I don't want to go through there again. We'll do some exploring of these life pods in the next one. We'll maybe do 1 or 2 or 3 of them. See what's up. But for right now, we got a lot of stuff. Look at all that. Got some nutrient blocks. We're going to be set for a while. Now, what I like to do with nutrient blocks is just basically kind of keep them on like my my sea moth and prawn suits and stuff like that, because I just like to make sure I have food, or it's kind of like my emergency ration. Because I can fish. Fishing's easy. You know, I don't like to just waste. That's one thing you don't want to do, is waste. Because then all of a sudden you get your ass kicked. So yeah, I'm going over Bob's house today, like I said, and going to see what we can do with this new theme park deal. I just, you know, I really think it'll be good, and hopefully people respond well to it, you know, because, you know, being a fat guy and not being able to get on the rides you love the most is not so good. It's no bueno, that's for sure. But now that I'm getting skinnier, I want to help other people not have to experience any shame or, you know, just feeling like they aren't, you know, like, you know, because getting on a ride, getting in the line, and not knowing whether or not you can, let's actually drop this. Actually drop it. And not knowing whether or not you can actually get on it, and then you wait the whole time, and you wind up having to you know, get off the ride, and then it's embarrassing, and you know, I've done that many times before, and I know some of you are saying, why don't you just lose weight? Yes, that's the easy answer, but at the same time, oh, I got hit by a fallen debris. Where is what? Where? There we go. There's my sea moth. Anyway, being in the water's so good. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Get the heck out of Dodge. Let's go home. I've been on this boat for too long. But anyway, and it's just it's embarrassing to actually have to wait the whole time, and then you'd have to what they call you know, make the walk of shame, and you know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have anybody really experience that if they don't have to. So, oh, what's up here? Did I get everything up here? Let's get out of here. Did I get everything from in here? Oh, I didn't. Ooh, creature decoy.
Acquired.
Cool. Because sometimes you can just find these life pods randomly rather than actually having to go search for them. And that's my favorite thing, because you just get random little power-ups that you weren't supposed to get right then, but we got it anyway. Hey ho! But the creature decoy is mainly for the Cyclops. So yeah, if I can spare anybody some embarrassment and whatnot from having, you know, feeling like they're too big or whatever it is to get on some rides, that would be good, because I never had that growing up, and there have been many times where I went to a Six Flags or whatever, and then, you know, an amusement park, unlike Disney, because Disney usually caters to fat people, but you go there and then all of a sudden you can't get on anything. And yes, I know, it's my fault. I do know that. No fat person knows that, you know, it's, you know, it's not their fault. We know. So, anyway. Oh, where's our little basic home? Oh, that's right. I can't get in there with the sea moth. I keep thinking I'm swimming. Okay, good. Well, we're at full power. That's good. Let's go up here and listen to some radios and put all this stuff away, so we can get ready next time.
This is Life Pod 7. Coordinates attached. Pod is structurally sound, but the fabricator's bust. Requesting assistance. 7 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
To data bank. I took some titanium out. I'm gonna try to see. I think I have enough. See if I can build like a wall cabinet up in here. And then next one we'll do some life pods. Maybe go down, try to find a multi-purpose room, which would be nice. But let's see, 3. Okay, do we have enough? Ooh, what is this? Bioreactor. Nice. Titanium 2. Yep, wall locker. Wall locker right there. That way we can put all of our stuff in. Cyclops. There you go. We don't need all of this water. Don't need all of these. We definitely don't need all of these, because I don't plan on dying anytime soon. Alright, good. So let's catch some fish, eat some stuff, and then we'll be all done. Oh, would you please, sea moth? Would you please? Alright, let's get some of these, even though they're not... Oh. Shot them away. Did not want to do that. I love this game so much. I know I'm not the best. Oh, that's right. We don't have a fabricator yet, so I got to go back up here. But we will. I'll make a place with a fabricator once we get a multi-purpose room. But that's an adventure for another day. So again, please give me some feedback on what you think. Like if you guys would like to see when it comes to that sort of stuff, you know, other amusement parks I should go to. I do plan on going this year to Hershey Park, King's Dominion, and at least Kings Island and Cedar Point. I'm not sure if I can get on everything again, but I do plan on going. You know, it's not like Disney where I can't go. You know, once every so often I can drive to Cedar Point and all that, and enjoy it. So, yeah. So that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully I wasn't too wandering off, you know, because it's kind of tough for me to play a game and talk and do all that at the same time. But I like to do it. It's fun. And again, give me some feedback on what you would like to see regarding the amusement park stuff that I want to do. And I think after Subnautica, I might just wind up doing some Planet Coaster, and we can build a theme park together. That could be fun. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later. I got to go over Bob's house now and start talking about some other things. Regarding the show, I'm going to be recording some stuff, and yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.